Oh God, here we are. I wanted to do a little, well, I didn't want to. I guess that's what I'm being called to. Give a little bit of interpretation on the name that is so mysterious. Because it's not a name, it's a title. But, that comes up frequently when it comes to me and myself. Not that I want to take on the name or necessarily have anything to do with it, because it's complicated. Every person's got to wrap their mind around it. However, they decide to wrap their mind around it, right? But what's the side, right? Well, let's get into that. So, spiritual sight. Pardon me, I'm smoking a cigarette, and I'm gonna smoke a cigarette if I fucking want to. And if you don't like it, you can turn it off. So the spiritual sight is a very interesting thing when it comes down to words, because everything has an opposite. But what's an opposite if there is no such thing as opposites? I mean, literally. We think, oh, there's up, there's down, right? Yeah, but is light the opposite of darkness, or is matter dark? Let's ask that one. If light created matter, but then darkness is the absence of light and matter. I mean, there's just basic questions. Like, it's easy to tear apart any argument or any discussion when one has the base knowledge of words. When every word in and of itself means the opposite of what it means, basically, to begin with. When words push you off, and when you're using them, well, then it's like you're leaning, like you're leaning full in to get your head taken. Like when somebody gets pissed off, like that's a perfect example. But even a teacher in a class is very much the same. When you're trying to teach somebody something, or you get filled with the spirit, and you're like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!" Like, but you're talking to yourself. But it's neither here nor there, is it? It's your face is pressed up against. You got the titties on the glass. So, and those that have the code can bend it however they choose, because they choose to through darkness, which is by observing and never making themselves known, which would be the ultimate vampires and the weakest of all vampires. Because if you ain't got no fucking face, you ain't got no fucking voice, and you ain't willing to go through the stages to put it out there, fuck, that's pretty powerful. You might as well just be dead. That's a joke. I wouldn't want anybody to be dead, even if they were a chicken shit. Because God knows I'm one, right? So, they created this Jesus figure, right? To be the spinner on an axis that nobody could touch, but everybody's touching it, right? That way they could solve it once and for all. They're like, all right, nobody can touch this shit. Everybody's it, nobody's it. It's flag football. Start ripping your own flags off. When you get there, start putting them back on so we can rip them off of you. It's a weird ass strip poker game, ain't it? Well, so one thing that those in charge seem to do, I mean, it changes by the day, and a lot having to do with things that I say, apparently. But see, that's how they can drive each of our realities apart. So each person lives in a separate reality. If supposedly everybody was centered around Jesus in the Bible, and then all of a sudden, oh, the motherfucker comes, or yeah, it's inexplicable. Somebody in here ruined it for everybody. So now we got to make shit up. We just got to make shit up. We all had a target before, and that was to keep it off of everybody and keep it out of the way. And then he shows up, and then what are we going to do? We just got to make shit up. We all got to start lying and cheating and stealing, because we might as well just lean on AI, because nobody needs a savior. Especially look at what they did to that guy last time. I mean, he's never coming back. He's never coming back, is he? Nah. If he does, oh shit, he's gonna look pretty stupid doing it. As a lion and a lamb, but who's lion? And we're all bending the mind on its own self. And who's the lamb when well, we all got wool in our ears. And yeah, Ed Sheeran's probably got the better version of Taylor than he could gather. But they ain't sleeping together, are they? Nah, they ain't. They ain't. She gotta go for the. She wants all the lions on the field. So the name Jesus, the opinion poll, right? The opinion column. One thing that right off the bat stands out about that name that can be used against it is that letter J. So it's the letter U minus a whole mind, minus an I that would make it into a U, right? And so then that implies, oh, so if you got Jesus, huh? Then how'd you do that if you didn't have a mind and that's how you got there? Guess that shit ain't gonna work, huh? Well, I guess you better have half a mind to get the fuck out of here or bow down and worship something, but it better not be real. It better be fake. Oh, but what's fake? Fake is when it's equal to something, but it's not it. That's the F letter, right? That's why he's written with the upside down F, but everything on the ground, because the F is the pole equals on the base ground equals what? I don't know, 751, and it equals 751. That's what it equals. So if you got it when those that didn't believe the most, or like and he just pops up on you, then and that's how you got it. Well, then how you gonna use that shit? You can't use it, can you? That's what I thought. There ain't no minds allowed in here. Not unless it was written. But God wrote this shit, and it took a whole lot of fucking sauced up bishops and people starving to death in the wilderness, and that took a lot of crazy shit for people to get there. And now people are just accidentally get too high one time, and they're like, "God damn, I think something. Shit, it's gonna take 10 years out of my life to get back to here." That was 851. Then, so that's the weird thing about that J, if it's 10. Oh, well, 10, that's the base code for binary. Everything's a 1 and a 0. Everything's got a mind and works already all by itself. Look at nature. It didn't need you. What are you thinking about, fucking dummy? Oh, so Jesus is about innocence, right? It's just about doing whatever you feel. And if you don't know where you're doing it, you're probably in the right place. Huh. That sounds kind of weird. Or, well, I don't know what I'm doing. There's that missing. And then, oh, now I scoop myself up. I got the other side. Okay. What do I want to get out of this? Yeah, that sounds pretty Jesus-like, right? What am I going to trade this for? I want to get some money and some bitches. God damn. Where can I put my light in at? Where's the pilot go? We need one of them long ass matchsticks because we're afraid the whole place is gonna blow up every time we use it. Then you got that E second. Oh well, one thing that they like about that E is that well, if there's no mind to begin with, and they're making sure that any mind that anybody could get, you had to get it from the world that was set up before we got here, right? Then that E is like a box. It's got the 3 lines of sovereignty, but it's attached to something, to that first idea that you can't get. You're not allowed to get that fucking idea. And then, so then that's your body. Your body's holding it all, waiting for where we're going to hook up at. That's why it's the exchange of 5. Yeah, I got 5 on it. That's where that comes from. So how you going to close up your box when your ass is hanging out and you can't get back in the box? I don't know. Then you get them 2 fucking S's at 3 at 5. Well, them S's, they like to believe that everything that goes one direction has to go the other direction. Like a snake. Okay. So does that mean that a judge that goes to the courthouse, when he gets home, he does the line of cocaine, takes a shot, takes a needle, fucking hits the tutor, and goes fucks and beats his wife, and then sits down at the end of the night and reads part of the Bible, part of the Quran, part of the Gita, and then he jerks off and goes to sleep? And then he can be the judge in the morning? Is that what that S means? Or does it leak on one line? Where, hey, there isn't 2 sides. Something's in here balancing it both ways. So what's in 1-9? If truth is what it is. But that's indisputable. And so then why is all the argument, basically all the media and content is based around an argument that nobody can hold to lead others astray? Ain't that sinning? I don't know. I'm asking you. I don't know. And so that's the 3. Oh, so then they like to play, so when you're in the spirit, then you have to go the opposite. The opposite starts with an OPP. What? Everything? You said that there's no such thing as opposites, and everything is in nature as it should be. So OPP, yeah, you know me. What's other people's? If they give it to me, then, and I got it, then it's mine, it's ours, it's his. Who's fighting over fucking territories and governments and gods? And I don't want to get into that. Especially, here's one. So in the Kabbalah, Tree of Life image, one side is considered the side of severity, of torture, and the things that you would think of as a monk or a Buddhist or whatever you'd go through. That's weird, because that's tied to Iran, ain't it? Nobody wants discipline. Oh, but that's the god of darkness. That's a bad guy. That's the bad guy. The one that whips your ass and makes you fucking sit there at the table for 4 days till you finish that fucking liver, whether you like it or not. You're gonna eat that goddamn liver. Otherwise, you ain't getting up from the fucking table. Not for a glass of water, not to shit, not to piss. You're gonna sit there till you eat all of it. I made sure to give you a heaping pile because you don't like it. And if you don't like it, fucking eat a dick. There's our man. In one respect. There's the severity of Buddhism. Oh, well, yeah, sure, look, you can hang by your neck for 1 minute. Yeah, but can you do it for 1 day? 1 day? Want to pop my head off? Want to fuck up my spine? We better build up to it then. If I gotta build up to it, the fuck? Just so that I could say I did it? But everybody be able to see it, but nobody cares. Like, who needs to hang by their neck for a whole fucking day? This is some weird ass shit. Well, that's why Buddhism is of the gods, right? Of the gods. And just because you could do it, well, do you need to do it? It's like, here, hold my beer. This might take all year. but I'm gonna fucking do it. Just to prove to you that I can do it. There's the other side of Ahriman. There's a do exactly as I say and exactly as I do, and there's no way around it. Or, fuck, you can stop me. I'll do whatever I want to. Right? That's kind of weird. And the other side, I'd have to look it up to go into deeper, but it's considered the side of mercy. That'd be the Luciferian side. That's the side of Jesus, of mercy. Jesus and Lucifer, as opposed to the darkness, which is Ahriman and the demons. Oh, if you want more of your life, if you want to be famous, then I'll give you your 20 best years. You can fuck all the groupies you want. You can do as many drugs as you want. You can do it on fucking stage. We'll cover you because we're reaping the benefits, hand over fist, all the way through. And when you die, you'll be immortalized. Shit, Jesus ain't even gonna get that shit. Because we already set that motherfucker up. And all of his followers, too. Whether they're in the church or whether they're in the fucking tarot. We set everybody up. So you might as well just become a singer. That's just one way to see it. The idea of giving yourself to the music industry in the way that it happened for, like, say, Michael Jackson. But then, see, they got it all split, because then, well, if Lucifer and Jesus is one, right? But Lucifer has to do with balancing it. Yeah, balancing it. Because everyone wakes up ignorant and falls into it ignorant. Once you get there, then you got to climb your way out, but there ain't no way out. Well, who's climbing? What's there to climb? Unless it's yourself, so everybody's got to be punching themselves in the faces all fucking day. One way or another. And then if you could get to him again, then how you going to just cross over? Especially knowing he'd do everything in his power to take care of you. He'd change his whole life. And so the system has us on this one thing. Like, for instance, everything's about fitting in, even if it's not fitting in, right? It's about using the fads against us. But truth is self-evident. But everybody needs to fit in. Like, for instance, whatever I do on here. Oh, well, other people are going to corner it. Good for fucking them. I guess they're divided, huh? I don't know. Maybe I'm divided. But you got my attention. And I give it. Just by Jesus, Lucifer are a twin pair. It's a binary. The morning star, the evening star, balanced upon Venus and Sirius. Double divided upon Aphrodite and Venus. As everyone comes up as Pluto. Those that are watching, that are hiding and observing, those are the sons of bitches that try to control the game and try to control each of us and try to make it look a certain way or another. Especially if a lot of people saw him without having to go. Just wake up. Oh, does that say that some people are just supposed to? And oh, so the best ones are buried the deepest into the pile? But, or are the best ones those that just go, Jesus came to me. I'm saved. Now I'll just be a pawn for everybody. Yay. Or, oh God, this keeps coming on. It keeps coming on. Aha! I got you, you bastard. Oh, look. We share the same face. And fate, maybe. Damn it. Same difference. The balance. When previously in history, in all previous history, everyone was divided against it. And the only ones that were ever rose up were deities that weren't men. Or there were men that were personified as deities. Until it came to the modern era. We're like, okay, now we gotta switch around. Now we gotta put the fear in the hearts of people. Now we scare the shit out of everybody. Oh yeah? So what pertains to those numbers? Let's look. Oh, yep, people die. That's right. Yeah. So you don't want to be sticking your head up, do you? You don't want to be famous unless you're riding Satan's dick, right? That's right. Oh God, this all looks bad. Like JFK and shit. Oh yeah, the youngest president. He's the one that we all want and shit. Oh, but he's got a rich, beautiful wife, Jackie O. But he's cheating on her with a blonde movie star. Oh, but who's the smart one? Who's it? Oh, but then he gets up there and he's like, there should be no secrets from secret societies or anything. We need to tell the truth. For cheating on our wife, you need to say so. And God bless America. Boom! Oh shit, he got his head taken off. Goddamn, how's that gonna look on the Zapruder 313 film when no man shows up on 313 and we're gonna be the whole time be like, well, do you want to die? Who's asking that question? I don't know, we're just asking. Preferably not. Preferably. But if I have to die, would you get me really, really fucking high? Make sure that everybody in the world gets to see it in its glory. Make it worth something for people, not for the money. Not just to become a new gimmick. And see, that's the problem with, like, when we choose a religion or a belief system as a singular, it eases the mind. And then like, now I can just study that, I can just read that. It gives a sense of identity, but it's a false sense of identity, isn't it? So how do you think that the motherfucker would feel when he comes back and they wrote a goddamn book about him? And that's about everybody. But ain't nobody him, and he ain't never been here, and why is everybody looking at me? Oh, because that was his name? But they don't know that. But they pronounced it May. And they don't know that. Shit, how can I live a normal life? When the secret societies are both helping and moderating the whole fucking thing. So who's getting their head taken off? Oh yeah, the mafias. Oh, well, the mafia was the Cosa Nostra. That shit goes all the way back to the Pope. The whole fucking thing, taxing the shit out of the people. Have a storefront, or you just become a priest. I'll absolve you of your sins. You got something for a collection tray? Maybe I know people. Maybe I know no one. Just gotta give it up to God, trust me. Seems kind of ominous and sinister, doesn't it? To bring balance to the world, if governments seek control and war, the population seeks consumption, and both chaos and order, meaning like a holiday, hey, we got, I'll do whatever the fuck we want. Yeah, well, it's best if they just said, hey, everybody go to this one place and shoot and blow up some shit because it's the 4th of July. Okay, yeah, we could all do that. Oh, but then when it's chaos but it's order, okay, well, gotta go back and work on Monday. Gotta go back to church. Gotta take care of my duties. And then they'll tell us when we get our hand. Otherwise, they'll take our heads off. It all comes back down to this concept of the embodiment. If nobody could ever person, place, or thing where Jesus comes from, or Lucifer, the devil, the same, God, the same, it's all one and the same, but each of us has that within us, and nobody does. What? That doesn't make any fucking sense. I know. Especially if, in my experience, everyone helped me and things would go my way in a surprising sense of falling uphill my whole life until I get there. Personally. And then it's like falling down the stairs and getting spiritual money every time I hit my head. But the hole gets deeper and deeper. But I can never climb out. And I've been here my whole life. And they know where to lift up. But everyone got dibs. Everybody got dibs. 28-28. They made sure to corner all the exits. And pick out all the things that I would have to do ahead of time. Like, for instance, oh yeah, well, how about talk through the music like Bumblebee? But no, you can't clip it. Everybody else can clip it, but you can't clip it. That way we can leak it. And it wasn't me, no. Okay, how about you do a top 10? Like, yeah, the top 10. How about you put art on it? But it's like, whether it's your art or it's not your art, we'll use it against you. So but when anybody else makes the album cover, that album cover is like iconic, it'll last forever, right? But whenever you make a cover, that's just gonna be like stank. How about you put some shit in the description, like a narrator, like 7 years ago, goddamn war as hell, and I hate you motherfuckers. But I love life. Use my brothers. And bitches, well, I never met one. But I feel like I'm trapped in one. for all eternity. That's probably what he'd say. You know, one thing I wonder. So when somebody gets a new job, right? They get a job. They're like, I need some money. I need some money. I get a job. Okay, and then they stick at that job. Like, I hate this job. I hate this job. Yeah, but they get a relationship, right? And then the whole time they can't be cool. Like it's got to be about controlling the other person and shit. It's got to be about fucking it up and shit. And it doesn't even make sense. But they'll go to a job they fucking hate every day, and they'll just put their head down and to get the money. But they can't do that in a relationship. That's fucking weird. And same with okay, I'm gonna buy a car. Can I just pay it off all at once? Yeah, you can. Just get a cheap one. Okay, well everybody's cheap when it comes down to it. Or, no, I want the status symbol. The status symbol you're paying on this bitch for 3 to 5 years. Yeah, but so I can get some bitches. It shows that I ain't got no commitment. Because otherwise I'd be committed to anybody who ever walked into my life. Oh, well, that's weird. Because ain't nobody gonna walk into your life, Josh. Nonetheless, well, we don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. There ain't no hope for you. Seems though all the men decided it. Or we just gotta wait a lot fucking longer. Because if supposedly the ego runs away from anything it's forced into, well, that's funny. Because I didn't want to be on social media. Here I am. I don't want to have this conversation, but I did. Who don't want to go to work, they go to work. When I wanted to make music, I wasn't allowed. And I'd sell all that shit off. And that's like, well, it's only 2 ways. You gotta work your way into your own playlists. So we can manifest you up out of your shit. The fuck? You know where I am. Just fucking call me. Just come knock on the door. This is a fucking gay ass fucking super darkness game of, well, where could the light be? It's the opposite of the movie Darkness. Or not Darkness, but Riddick. You just walk around, just a beam of light. And yeah, it's not like the demons are like, eat you. It's like, no, they just walk to avoid it. Everywhere where I go. Well, those that have control over them and I, for what it's worth, have free movement and can go and come and go wherever they please. But I'll be here for the people. Yeah, but they wanted to make sure that I knew. Yeah, but who are the ones that fucked you over the whole time? The people. 3333. Okay, who are the ones that helped you out? Whether you could see it or not. The shadow watcher beings. As far as I can tell. Or maybe those are the monsters controlling the people. But here's here, right? And truth doesn't need to explain itself. Especially with an AI video. Might as well just keep it real. And tomorrow, we tell the other side of the same story. Then there's those that are narcissists. So the only this is the system placed upon everybody. The only real Jesus is of Nazareth. That says, everybody's got it. Nobody, it is what it is. Everybody's got to change it across the pole that we hid from everyone. Ain't nobody gets to be that. And if they are, we already put them in power. And so then here's here, meaning we beat everybody because all those in power that everyone looks up to, they're all puppets. Whether it's the Pope, whether it's the fucking king, whether it's the president, whether it's the fucking Mel Gibson, the fucking whoever it is, they're all puppets. None of them are real people. And all the real people, they're like sock puppets because they all got opinions, but they don't know. But all those that know, but they ain't going to say, but they're going to say what they're supposed to say. So like, oh shit, there's nothing that's real. Really. Or is that real?